The night was soft and still. Stars glowed gently above, like lanterns guiding dreams, while the moon hung low and bright, painting fields and rooftops in silver light. It was the kind of night meant for gentle stories. Tonight, 3 such stories drift together, those of Snow White, Rapunzel, and Cinderella. Each story is different, yet each carries the same quiet thread, a longing for kindness, a search for hope, and the courage to endure. Snow White was gentle and pure, with skin like winter snow, lips red as cherries, and hair dark as midnight. She lived in a castle with her stepmother, the queen, who grew jealous of her beauty. Snow White loved simple joys, the birds at her window, the warmth of fresh bread, and the sunshine on garden stones. But the queen's envy was sharp, and Snow White was sent away into the forest. The forest softened as she wandered. Streams laughed, fireflies glowed, and at last she found a small cottage where 7 kind dwarfs lived. They welcomed her into their home. But the queen came in disguise, offering a poisoned apple. Snow White's trusting heart led her to take a bite, and she fell into a deep, silent sleep. The dwarfs wept and placed her in a glass coffin covered in flowers. One day, a prince came and lifted her gently. The apple slipped away, and she awoke, breathing once more. Far away, in a tall tower with no door, lived Rapunzel. Her hair was golden and heavy as sunlight, and the sorceress climbed it each day, calling her name. Rapunzel painted her walls, sang songs, and gazed at the wide world she longed to touch. One day, a young prince heard her singing and followed her voice. They met in secret, sharing dreams of freedom. But the sorceress found out, cut Rapunzel's hair, and cast her into the wilderness. The prince, blinded by thorns, wandered until he heard her song again. Rapunzel's tears fell upon him, and his sight returned. Together, they left the wilderness behind. In another part of the kingdom lived Cinderella, who was kind but treated cruelly by her stepmother and stepsisters. She worked in rags, slept by the ashes, and dreamed of being seen for her true self. When the prince announced a ball, her stepmother forbade her to go. But her fairy godmother appeared, turning rags into a shimmering gown, with glass slippers on her feet. At the ball, the prince danced only with her. But at midnight, the magic faded, and she fled, leaving behind one slipper. The prince searched until he found her. The slipper fit her perfectly, and at last she was seen not for her rags, but for her heart. And so, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Cinderella each found light after sorrow. Their lives were different, but their hearts carried the same truth. Kindness, hope, and courage are never wasted. As dawn touched the sky, they parted, each comforted by the knowledge that she was never truly alone. Their stories remain with us, soft reminders that even in forests, towers, or kitchens full of ashes, light can always be found. The night grows still. The stories are complete. Sleep comes softly, like petals drifting down in the quiet of dawn.